when we first came here, when we were really younger, the way you'd meet people was there was always this thing called the house party. You'd meet people when you were out or a gig or something, and people would say, there's a house party, and it would be packed to the gills. This is going to be a favourite finale scene, be shot here in the house.
I'm one of the artists who imagined, produced and directed the film. I'm also one of the stars of the film. Star as Bridie, who is an Irish girl who moves from Dublin to London in the 90s and struggles to find her place in the community in Kilburn. Kilburn in Motion is an art film. It's a film about immigration, community, the Irish in Kilburn, immigration and integration in general. For the film, we also curated multiple events which members of the community participated in. These were cultural events, standalone cultural events, but also they appear in the film.
We did the walking tour, and that was open to the community through the flyers, which we put all over Kilburn, the posters and some flyers and word of mouth and newsletters, every way we could possibly think. I think that was really nice. We had a really good turnout. It was a really sunny day. What happens when you work with people in the community, generally, as opposed to meeting people through a work environment, is they think, so what's next? And which is really lovely, because it's just, people giving up their Saturday to hang out, and people really want to get involved.
Well, my personal highlight was a full day of filming we did at the Tin Tabernacle. It was for a scene where Bridie is travelling from Dublin to London on the ferry, and the inside of the Tin Tabernacle looks like a ship. Well, anybody could come from the local community. It was freezing that day as well, so it really did feel like we were on a ship, and everybody turned up and was immediately in character. Could everybody just line straight behind each other so that it's like a really perfect cue, please?
These are your passports. So Tanya works on the ship with me, behind me. I'm really, okay, just so you know, I'm really important. The captain. Okay.
I've always wanted to be an extra. I was told to wear a rain mat and carry a suitcase. And we were given some sandwiches and a warm drink to keep us comfortable. It was a very cold, windy day. It was a lovely journey, and it was a successful one as well. Everybody that got approved to the immigrations, we actually sang in the end. It was a happy, joyous moment, and I will definitely do it again. Initially, when I started in Kilburn, it was very much Irish and West Indian people. Now it's very, very multicultural. I believe this is part of history we are making here, and it will enlight a lot of people to see the big change and shift where we are today and where we are back in my good old days of 1965.
My family are from Ireland, so a lot of the tunes I played were songs of immigration. And kind of thinking of my family having to leave their home whilst I was playing the tunes, as many thousands did that came to London to find work. So it was a real honour to be able to play some Irish music for this film.
Well, I'm part of the volunteer committee who looks after the building. I have written a book about mermaids, and I provided them with a mermaid song I recite on the film.
Saw a poster just yesterday saying that extras were wanted, so I've come down dressed in my favourite coat as requested. I'm a filmmaker myself, I've offered my services to help out. Kilburn is a place with incredibly rich history. Anything that highlights that, I think, is a really good thing. You start to get to know fellow Kilburnites, so that's all part of what builds a community, I think.
I'm Nancy, and I am making Kilburn in Motion with Helen and Brenda. They come up with the story, and then I just think how to visually materialize the story. So we have a similar satirical style, I would say. It's humorous, and it also has a message to give. We all have the initial struggle of migrating to a different country, learning new things, adapting the culture, and I think it's all about experiencing it together.
I mean, we couldn't have made the film without the One Kilburn funding and without all of the generous introductions to community groups and individuals that we got.
There's no big ending. It's just really that I guess it's about friendships and people having a nice time together.